Okay, let's start now. Hello everyone, I'm Nora and it's very excited to host the Crypto Market Insight session with our guest. Today, we are thrilled to have with us our guest who will be sharing their opinions on the market trends. As the host of today's discussion, I will be leading us through a thought-provoking conversation that promises to be both informative and engaging. So, it's Whether you are an experienced crypto user or just getting started, we encourage you to sit back, relax, and join us for what is sure to be an enlightening discussion on this week's market performance, trends, and hotspots. The live session is broadcasting on CoinW Live channel and CoinW's YouTube channel simultaneously. Welcome all to watch and leave your opinions or questions about market, coin, etc. in the comment. Our guest will pick up some to answer. Okay, let's go. Let's welcome all our guests. And we're thrilled to have you here with us today. And in this part, we would like to our guests to share your market insights on Bitcoin, ETH, and other crypto tokens you want to talk about. Please be free to share the screen to let us watch your charts. At first, let's welcome Deline. Hello, Deline.
Hi there, how are you?
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm going to share my screen. Let's do it.
Okay.
Just share. Here we go. All right. Can you see me? There we go. Should be. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I'm going to start up with Bitcoin, and then we'll go into like some altcoins and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people obviously did see the pump last night or this morning. If you guys have been following the market, so it's been quite. We did get quite a big move. And what actually happened was we did tap that 110,000 mark, 110, like 200 level, which is a key level for Bitcoin, right? So if you look at like the 4-hour time frame, you can see price does tend to get rejected from this level. But as long as price stays above this upward sloping trend line over here, if we do start consolidating like something like this above this level, then there's a high likelihood that we just break straight through this level, right? So the longer price does just hover around the zone over here, the higher likelihood is that we will obviously break through this level, okay? But what we have to watch out for is if we start closing back below like this, this level over here, which is pretty much just our support / resistance from, this previous range, then we would have to be looking for maybe this is just a fake out, right? So if price does actually start closing back below, then we can look for downside. But right now it is holding this level. What I want to see is obviously I want to see price just pretty much just go sideways here, and then potentially we get a breakout, and then we look for like one, all-time highs, breaking about like 112, which will be very interesting. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin looks good for potential upside. I'm actually looking at a setup now for Dogecoin. So this was basically my setup that I was looking at this morning. So Dogecoin pretty much trading below this key level here. Have a look over here, right? So you can see with Dogecoin, we were trading below this level here at like 0.17, 0.17117. So this is a key level, right? So what actually happened is we got that 4-hour candle close, and now we are retesting this level. So yeah, I'm just waiting for price, because I want to see if price actually respects this level. If price doesn't respect this level and we start closing back below this level, then I wouldn't be considered to enter this trade. But honestly, we just respected this zone right now, so there is a possibility that we could just continue back up to the 0.18041, because essentially, Dogecoin has been below this range for around about 16 days. So there's a possibility that Dogecoin could potentially take out these highs and then kind of just consolidate, right? So there's a lot of coins that are looking decent. Like another coin is XRP, also wanting to break out today as well. If you look at the daily time frame, I'm watching this one closely. I think you guys should watch this as well. So what you want to see is XRP is literally on the verge of a massive breakout, right? So as you can see, price is holding, this trend line over here right now getting rejected. Okay. So what we want to see is we want to see price take out this trend, right? Pretty much you want to see price take out these highs, and you want to see price start closing above this level. And that's we have to wait around about 11 hours. So you need to wait for the daily candle to close, which is in 11 hours from now. And until that, you can't really take this position, because the problem is if you want to take a long right now, you're pretty much longing into resistance, right? So in order for you to take a position, I'd wait for the daily candle to close above this level, okay? Because this could easily just be a fake out and we come back to support. So I'm waiting for XRP for a potential push. I mean, the market is looking decent there. I think a lot of people will probably say the same. And then also Ethereum. So ETH finally broke out of that range. I mean, the last 2 weeks have been super like illiquid in terms of trading. Like pretty much every coin was doing this, whereas ETH, you can see how price was literally just trading between this range the whole time. And then this morning we had a massive pump, and what I was expecting is I'm actually looking to short this level here at around about 2,669. If we can get up to that level, we'll be looking to short it back down to the zone, or alternatively, if ETH does actually come back down to the zone, I will be looking to long to this level, because now ETH is in a new range, right? And we have the next clear level is this level to the left at around about 2,669. Okay, so yeah, right now I'm more looking for longs on the retracements, because Bitcoin and ETH did actually break out of these ranges. So I'm aware that these could be a fake out, but if you do look at USDT dominance as well, we did also break support over here, right? So if you guys are wondering what is USDT dominance, well, basically it's just it's the inverse. It's inversely proportional to what to crypto. So if money comes out of USDT, then people put it into crypto, right? So if this comes down, if this chart comes down, then crypto goes up, right? And I was watching this level here pretty much the whole week. And this morning we managed to break through this level and retest it. So yeah, I'm expecting more of a pump potentially today. As we can see, price is still holding this level as resistance. So as long as price stays below this level at around about 4.79, then I would expect price to continue higher. So yeah, if somehow the 4-hour candle does close back above this level here, then longs wouldn't be valid, right? Because you're closing back above a key level. Okay, so just watch these levels on the chart. I did put them on the chart so it's easier for you to see. And yeah, what else was there? There was also TIA as well. So I'm also waiting for TIA potential long position. If we do come back down to this level, maybe we won't get it. But I was actually looking to long yesterday, and then somehow I missed it. I was waiting for price to close above this gap over here, and that would have been your entry to take a long. But yeah, I did miss this trade. If price does somehow get back to this level, I will be looking for potential long as well. But you can't really long right now because it's kind of a no man's land. But that was set up. One more setup is SEI, also looking for a potential position here, but not ready yet. I would wait for price to break above like 0.2975. Because if you look at the daily time frame for SEI, it has targets to upside. These levels haven't been tapped yet, so there's potential. There is potential. And then last thing is Total 3. Guys, just be careful. This could be a fake out, which is why I'm waiting for the daily candle before I jump into any positions right now. I think it's important to just wait for the daily candle to close, because when we do get a pump like this, Total 3, which is the altcoin market cap, it wants to break out, right? It's like super close to breaking out. But this is when a lot of people get absolutely smoked, right? This is where people get wrecked, because a lot of people will try long into these levels and then end up just getting absolutely smoked, right? So you need to wait for these candles to close, and ideally just wait 10 more hours, right? I mean, it's not hard. Just have patience, wait 10 more hours, see what happens tomorrow. if somehow the candle does close getting respect to this level, then I will know that I'm not really going to be interested in longs. But if it closes above like 866, then I would be looking for longs on the retracement, right? So yeah, we in a bit of a push right now, a move up to the upside, but I think it's important to wait for the candles to close tomorrow. So yeah, that's my thought on the markets right now.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for the line. And next one, we welcome Boris. Boris, please share your screen. Hello, Boris.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Yeah. 1 second, let me share my screen. Yeah, so basically what I've been paying attention to, really over the past month is the Bitcoin chart. So actually, I think a lot of people have been looking at this kind of like triangle pattern, and we broke this pattern to the downside back in like 2 weeks or like a week and a half ago when the geopolitical event happened between the countries in the Middle East. But I think this is like a false breakout, and right now we're actually like where we went back inside this pattern, and actually right today or even yesterday we're breaking out of this pattern, right? So Bitcoin basically tapped this $110,000 zone, which um, was a zone I was expecting it to at least test if we were to break out of this pattern. We did test it. We did like get a slight rejection. This would be better viewed on the hourly time frame. So yeah, basically like tapped 110, or what was the high here? 100, yeah, 110.3. And we were rejected so far, but not it's not like a it's like a harsh rejection. It's just think sellers are just testing the reaction here. I think this is actually like a very healthy reaction or test of this key level. So I think as long as we at this point, as long as we hold above 108, or yeah, above 108, I think we could very likely, if we zoom back out to the daily, we could very much test the previous all-time highs, or yeah, at least make a test at 11K, and then really, the all-time high is at 112, so we're only like $2,000 away. So I really think Bitcoin's gonna test 112K again before the end of the week. So we have, I guess, one more day to test this level. I think it's quite possible we could like probably retest 112K, and we'll see what happens from there. And then the key thing from here is that I think at this point, this whole like triangle thing or triangle pattern is no longer valid. I think if we like drop below 105, then we're definitely going to 100K. But I think at this point, it's like things are looking bullish. The stock market is looking bullish. So I think the most likely scenarios are gonna retest the all-time highs at 112K. So those are my thoughts on Bitcoin. As far as Ethereum goes, it's like almost the same thing. It's Ethereum is in a different pattern. It's in this consolidation zone between like 2,500 and 2,700, and right now we're just literally in the middle. So I think for Ethereum, we had like this false breakdown again due to the geopolitical events that happened like 2 weeks ago, but we're back inside this pattern again. So I think, yeah, like same thing applies for Ethereum. I think as long as Bitcoin can sustain its levels and maintain its like current posture, I think Ethereum is probably gonna chop around this range and ultimately try to break out to probably like $3,000. So yeah, those are my current thoughts on the big two.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for Boris. And next one, we welcome Matt. Yeah,
Hey, how's it going, guys?
please share your screen.
Let's go. Here we are. Here's Bitcoin. So basically, in full agreement with Dylan and Boris so far. We have different indicators on our charts, all kind of pointing to the same direction. So my key levels for Bitcoin at the moment are going to be 110.7K. So there's this high over here. This was a big liquidity zone according to High Block Capital, and we have hit that. And it does look like we are breaking out of this declining resistance. It's good to see Bitcoin hovering above this price. But what I do want to see is a break of this 110.7K. That will give us a higher high relative to this point and give us a better chance of going up. But for now, it is a lower high. Obviously, it hasn't shown any weakness of turning around as of yet. Bitcoin is bullish above 105K. 105K is obviously the zone over here from the all-time highs at about 112K, all the way down to the most recent correction low at about 98K. That halfway point comes in at 105K. So as long as we are in the upper half of this, we're in the stronger half. If we start closing candles, I think D-Man mentioned similar market structure. If we start to close below this 105, that's going to be below the 50% level and below the 50-day EMA, which is moving to the upside. And that is going to be the first sign of weakness. So this is what I'm looking out for. Bitcoin bullish and the crypto market bullish. If it's going to range in the zone over here, if we start to lose this level underneath 105K, that will start to look a bit scary. But if we break 110.7K, then it is going to look bullish. That's my thoughts on Bitcoin at the moment, just watching out on those levels. I am in the long from about 102K. Got in this zone over here, stops over here, so still in this trade. And yeah, only considering taking profits at this 130K zone over here. That is the upper line of this cycle so far. So there was the March high, there was the November, December high, and then I think a place to look for a high would be the zone over here, and that lines up quite nicely with a similar move to this leg up. You see this leg up, bull flag, most likely a break out to that 130, 140K. That is what I'm looking for. That is where my take profits are for Bitcoin. Ethereum, very similar analysis as well. 50% level of the most recent range comes in at that 2,500. So I am waiting for a retest of the 2,500. I think Dylan was very similar with that. One thing that I want to look at quickly is some of the macros, having a look at the dollar. So the dollar is playing ball. So we were looking for this deviation. And normally what happens when you deviate above a range high is you come and visit the range low. So we got that perfect deviation there. We did nail this. And it has come down, tested the range low, broken down, retested it as resistance. So what we're expecting now is for a macro breakdown of the dollar. So I'm looking at this zone over here. That is why you see the majority of the currency pairs are outperforming the dollar, be that the euro or even the South African rand. So I'm expecting the DXY to come down to this 90 zone over here. That is the, there's this upsloping support over here. And I think timing wise, a move down to here, could result in a potential end of a bullish move for crypto, and lines up with a kind of blow off top. So watching this fall down, coming into the zone over here, I will be quite cautious and more defensive if that does happen. Of course, that's with the dollar. And we spoke about the S&P 500 stock markets, NASDAQ, all-time highs. There's nothing bearish about all-time highs. In fact, it's extremely bullish, and it's extremely bullish after a V-shaped recovery. So we spoke about this V-shaped recovery for a while now. If you have a look at the COVID V-shaped recovery, what you saw was, cool, great, here's a V-shaped recovery. And then we just grinded to the upside for a while. My bad. We grinded to the upside for a very long time. In fact, after we broke the all-time high, after the COVID low, it was basically 500 days of just straight up. So, something like that could happen again. We broke all-time highs around here. 500 days obviously is a while away, but that could take us all the way to the end of next year. So I am seeing, maybe it doesn't last that long, but I am seeing a move up to this trend line over here. I'm not sure if it's going to be 500 days or until the end of this year, but I am seeing some kind of blow off top move in this period over here. Not sure on the timing, but I am looking at this zone as a huge take profit for traders and investors in the market. NASDAQ, obviously very similar. You can see the V-shaped recovery over there. Definitely expecting high prices, maybe even a 30K NASDAQ around here. It's about a 30-odd% move. I would look quite good for the NASDAQ, of course. And one thing that I want to have a look at, just the last thing with TradFi, obviously MicroStrategy, we spoke about this 50% level over here of this huge range, of course. Blow off top over here. This was around the hype of Trump becoming president and whatnot. It does look hectic, but if you put this on the line chart, which is more reliable, we are kind of coiling up here, and I am seeing a move much higher on MicroStrategy, potentially to all-time highs. Let's see. And the last thing I want to have a look at quickly is Coinbase, guys, because Coinbase is looking really, really bullish. And we all know what happens when Coinbase breaks all-time highs, the crypto market usually does follow. So with Coinbase having an enormous move over these past few days, that's a 40% move. I am seeing more volume come into the crypto market. I am seeing the crypto market move up, especially with altcoins, guys. So that is what I am looking out for. If we have a look at the Bitcoin dominance as well, it's extremely high at the moment, but a breakdown of this would be bullish for altcoins, and you can see it is currently sitting at that support. And I think by the end of this week, we'll know if this is going to break down. So the first signs I'm looking for would obviously be a break of this upsloping trend line, break below the 50-day EMA would be bullish. And if I turn this on the weekly time frame, my targets for Bitcoin dominance this cycle is going to be 52%. That will be the bearish case for altcoins. And if we come down to this 43% over here, this would be the bullish case for altcoins. So this would, of course, be a big blow of top for altcoins, something like that, a move like that. And remember that these moves do happen quite fast. So let's see, guys. But that's all I have to show for you guys today. Thanks.
Check mic. Is it connected? My mic, mouse? I heard it's not
hear you,
connected.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
you can
hear
hear me. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I
Okay.
will go back to sleep.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for Matt. Thank you for sharing. And next one, we welcome Jade. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please share your screen.
Who is this? Is it? Are you new?
Oh.
Screen.
Yeah, you can click present and share your screen.
Okay. I'm gonna move it here. Okay. All right. Maybe you can see my screen right now. Hold on.
Oh,
What's,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
my camera? Shit. Okay. Forget my camera. I think I turned it off. Okay. So right now we got an non-farm payroll today, guys. Right now, it's happening right now because I'm doing live stream, double live stream on my private group and CoinW right now. So we are trading right now. Okay, here's the plan, guys. I know the news is higher than expected. You see the actual forecast, so it's up. So we got back to back like 3 months drop until like below 140, but right now today is 147K, so that mean got more worker working. So that's why probably the DXY is getting strong right now. So if the news is higher than expected, DXY should be it's pumping right now. So if this DXY is pumping, that mean the highest asset is kind of pulled back, or but not so much. Is it pumping? Yeah, on the first spike is pumping. So but judging from the looks of the daily time frame, DXY is fucked up, guys. DXY is fucked up. So DXY is going to be down again until like 93.43.1. So maybe this is just a relief bounce to reclaim this resistance, used to be support. So it's kind of like 50% chance probability, but I'm more like too long in this high impact of non-farm because one, this is DDT, is one of my beast mode hybrid combos. So we got the oversold right here. So this is the hybrid. Okay, but we might see some drama right here, and this is 5-minute candlestick, and we got the AI signal in here. We got the triangle and the dots. So the triangle is streaming buy, the dot is a strong buy. Okay, we got a strong buy, but the volume is, let's check the volume. I don't think we got the volume. Yeah, the volume is still stuck. So it still sucks. So I still not believe this pump yet. So that's why I'm thinking if we can get some liquidation hunt in here, as guy, and then coming back up, close, confirm with volumes. Because look at the volume, guys. It's so funny, guys. Look at the volumes. So funny. I mean, like if this thing drops and then like big suddenly, or and then like reclaim this area around 108.743, you guys can long targeting this high or this upsloping trend line, which is maybe like 110, 111. But overall on the daily time frame, I'm so bullish for now. I still think this is bearish. So why I'm so bullish right now, so this is my full moon chart, and used to be two bias. Okay, this is the bias B, the red, and this is the bias A, the greens. So the green is like this. So this bias is happening from a month ago, this is the full moon, the June full moon. So it's so the new moon is not the new moon is already trying to reversal, which is around this 4 days. Okay, this 4 day, which is Thursday, Friday, and Monday and Tuesday, which is 2 days ago. But it failed. Why fail? Because this huge candle is already reclaimed everything, guys. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's already close these two candles. Like the reversal of new moon is mean nothing, and then just get close in one big shot of candle, and that's why, guys, I think the plan B is fail, because this one is fail. So plan A 116 until 121 or above this. So this is still playing, and could be reversal. We can reclaim this before June of 10 of July, which is we can get another full moon. Maybe we can get a retrace, but if we can reclaim this faster, let's say we could do this faster, and we might coming back to retest this shit right here. Don't forget, guys, this thing is hard to break. This thing is hard to break. 110, and 112 is hard to break, but if this thing break and reclaim this, so this thing should be like so many 4 more is gonna be around here. So if that thing happen, bam, and then like maybe like sideways and up, maybe can perform. Judging from that, the dominance also getting weak. South dominance getting weak, and look at the new moon top. It could be like some reversal here, but it still look like base, rally base, but I need drops. It could be drops, it could be rally again and drops, but this is already like 1, 2. I need another drops. If not, another rally and base. But judging from that, I think Bitcoin can pump first, but because of this. So DOM maybe still can go up. Breaking this maybe like 68 or something is maybe still can go up. I'm not sure, but it looked broken to me. It looked broken, but it also look bullish because of the supply and demand shit. Rally based rally. But so that's why I need drops, rally drops. But if this thing not happen, this is rally based rally and another like 67, 68. If that happen, that means Bitcoin's another push. So what else? Total 3. Still waiting for the 2 weeks. Still waiting for the 2 weeks, guys. Total 3 is actually it's kind of simple, guys. If you just want to use like how alt can pump, you just use like 2 weeks candle and use stochastic RSI. So the cross is only happen once a year. All right, the cross down, cross up is only happen once a year. So when that year you want to know like when we should buy some alts, just wait when the cross is coming from the bottom, not from the top, from the oversold area. So that means, yeah, still bullish. Look at the chart of 2 weeks, still bullish actually. We just need to break this shit, and we got so many resistance 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Bitcoin is what happened right now? Sorry, let's check Bitcoin. Oh shit! Okay, it's pumping. Okay, guys. This is for NFP Plan B. If this thing break in this one, okay. All right, I think that's for me, guys. Thank you. Ciao.
Okay, thank you for Jay. That's quite interesting. And next one, we welcome Parasophine. Hello, Parasophine. Oh, we can't hear you. Hello? Hello, Parasophine. Can you hear me? Oh, maybe Parasophine made some network issue. Oh. Hello. Don't worry. Let's wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Then let's move on to the next part, and we can still wait for Parasophine. Yeah, and now I would like to dive into the next part. We could discuss this week's market trends and important data, and I will share my screen. Hello? Hello, Parasophine, can you hear me? Okay, fine. Let's move on. I'll share my screen and share the questions. Okay, can you see the question now?
Yes.
Okay, great. The question one is, what are now in the second half of 2025? How do you see the market shaping up for the rest of the year? Which sectors, tokens do you think has most likely to generate alpha? So, who wanna try?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm seeing a bullish rest of the year, especially quarter 4 and probably quarter 1 of next year. But if we're speaking about this year, I'd say that we could see a slow next 3 months. Quarter 3 is normally a bit slow relative to quarter 4, but I'm seeing a bullish quarter 4. It's normally always a bullish Q4. So I wouldn't really bet against it not being bullish. Also lines up with the 4-year crypto cycle and the halving cycle and this and that. There is still a little bit of fuel left in the tank. And I'd say that there's most likely between 6 and 9 months of the cycle left. So basically bullish. If we had to, just say how's the second half going to be? So if we're going to compare right now till to end of December, I would say green for sure. I'm not sure if that's going to come in Q3, but I am seeing it in Q4. And if you have to speak about sectors, I'm really bullish on SUI personally. I think SUI is going to outperform the majority of the market. It's in very bullish market structure. If you look at the cycle, it's broke all-time highs. In Jan, it was at all-time highs, trading at just above $5. I do see a between $7 and $11 SUI. So that is one of my personal biggest bets, and that is where I do see quite a lot of alpha, being in that SUI chain. I'm also looking at Hype, Hyperliquid, really bullish on that, long on that as well. I do also see that crypto doing well. Also RWA, I do think there is a spot for RWA in there, real world assets, mainly being Ondo. But Ondo has been slow and the chart doesn't look great, but I am bullish on RWA as a sector. And I do see a $3 Ondo, which is a decent move from here. It's currently at 80 cents. That's about a 250-300% move to the upside. And I'm seeing Bitcoin dominance come down. I see Bitcoin's currently trading at 110K, just below there. Just hit that now. So if we can pump another 1% or just less than 1% to that 110.7K, I am seeing this market move aggressively to the upside. Also very bullish on ETH. I do see a 4K ETH. Yeah, I'm bullish for the remainder of the year.
Okay.
I'll jump in there as well. I completely agree with Matt. Like, I know July is actually quite a bullish month, not just in terms of crypto, but in terms of stocks as well. So July is looking really good. I mean, altcoins are on the verge of breakouts. I don't want to get everyone too excited, but I mean, if tomorrow the daily candle closes, bullish above that trend line we spoke about earlier, I honestly think the altcoins are going to pump. Like, I just took that long for Dogecoin that we were speaking about. So I think like within the next couple of months, it's going to be good for the altcoins. I know a lot of people have been saying that for a long period of time, but yeah, honestly, just looking at the charts now, it's hard not to look in the charts and not be bullish right now. So yeah, Sui is a big one because they actually just did a partnership with Pokemon. So I think that ecosystem will do well. Obviously AI as well. And yeah, generally, I think what Matt said was completely correct. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you for Matt and Delight. So let's move on to the next question. Recently, exchanges like Robinhood and Bybit have launched tokenized US stocks, signaling a practical application of the RWA narrative. Should we be paying more attention to RWA projects? Are there any RWA projects on your radar? So, for this question, and maybe we invite. So, who wanna try first?
Yeah, I'll take a chance at this. I think, yeah, I'm from the US, so this is actually like very big for I suppose my country, because actually Robinhood like used to just do like stock trading and equities trading, and now that they have, not only they've moved to crypto trading, which was like a big move. I think this happened like 2 years ago, and they only offered like just like the big, like the big pairs like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana. But now that they're actually doing this tokenized US stocks, that this is like huge, because I remember I was at a crypto conference in the US like a year ago, And this is actually a big thing that a lot of other firms were pushing for, and there was just a lot of regulation against it for like real like tokenized US stocks. So the fact that like Robinhood is I do believe they've been approved by by the courts in the US to go ahead with this. I think it's a very huge thing, and I think RWA is going to be a big narrative in the upcoming if you have a bull market. I think RWA projects are going to be very big. So yeah, I think it's a huge move, and I think this is very positive for the crypto industry overall.
Okay, thank you for Boris. Yeah, I love your sharing. And then, is there anyone who wanna answer this question?
I think
Maybe?
Boris. I think
Okay.
Boris got it right. Yeah, because I mean he's from the US, so he would know more about this than most of us here.
Okay, great. So then let's move on the question 3. Many public companies are now boosting crypto holdings to gain valuation. Do you think it's a good thing for the crypto market? Could this end up squeezing liquidity out of the crypto market? So for this question, and maybe there is someone who want to try? Okay, let's welcome Jay. Hello, Jay.
I thought you're not gonna ask. Sorry, guys. I'm late straight. The public companies. I'm not so sure. I don't think so. It's not squeezing liquidity, nah. But it's a good thing actually. It's a good thing. So more big companies holding crypto. That's a good thing because like this kind of thing is not happen. It's not happened in the last 2 cycle because back then crypto is still like crypto is rat poison and blah 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 and then like scam and it's unregulated on my I think it's on my second and third cycle, which is the previous cycle. But right now it's a good thing because many public companies is already trusting crypto, so that means good. They're holding something. So if you guys don't know, like with Pengu, the Pudgy penguin, yeah. So I think it's going to what, Nasdaq or something. Yeah. So that's what happened. Even shitcoin can go for Nasdaq. The Pengu. So yeah, I mean like if they do that, they can do to all of altcoins. So let me make sure. Pengu Nasdaq. Is it Nasdaq? I think it's Nasdaq. Let me make sure.
Okay.
Make sure because one of my
Yeah.
team is.
I mean, I agree with Jay as well. Like, I mean, it creates trust, also with like with the industry, So I think it is a good thing. I don't think it's going to squeeze. I mean, unless they sell most of their positions, but I think it's literally just against trust for the industry itself.
Yeah, I was right. Thank you, Dylan. Yes. Yes. Pudgy penguin on Nasdaq. ETF. Look at even this fucking shit coin can be on Nasdaq, guys. I mean, like this world is fucking crazy right now. I mean, like, so anything can happen. Anything can happen, Dylan. Right? Are you agree with this?
No, I was actually watching this thing. You can actually sell your Farcoin for like SPX on chain now, or like Nvidia on chain. You can literally swap. You can swap your cryptos for on chain like stock assets now. It's crazy. Like I saw someone swap their Farcoin for Nvidia. So funny.
Okay, that's great. So then, Matt, do you have any idea?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's a good thing, right? I think, if there's more demand, that is technically bullish. It's much better than if it said like many public companies are not boosting crypto holdings. That's that would be a I suppose bearish thing. So I would say more demand is a good thing for the crypto market.
Okay, sure. So how about Boris?
Yeah, I would say it's like a double-edged sword because I remember in the last bull cycle, in like when Bitcoin went from 3K to 20,000. It was like in 2017, so it's like very far, like a long time ago. But I remember like a lot of companies would just add blockchain to their names, and that would boost their equity, like the valuation of their like stock values. But that wouldn't necessarily like last, right? So I think, yeah, I think it's like, I guess it's good for the crypto market, but I think it's also a matter of just companies, or yeah, just companies and corporations um, just trying to market it themselves, and it's almost kind of like a, yeah, it's kind of like a marketing gimmick for them. Because I remember like when Riot, one of the popular like um, crypto mining stocks like Riot blockchain, and I remember when they got added to the New York Stock Exchange, like the price immediately like shot up like 500%, just because they had the name like blockchain or crypto in their title. So I think it's, yeah, for sure it's like squeezing liquidity. I'm not sure if it's squeezing liquidity out of the crypto market. I think it's just squeezing liquidity out of all financial markets. So I think overall it's I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's just I think the fact that public companies are boosting crypto holdings, I think it's just a marketing gimmick, in my opinion. So I'm kind of neutral on this question. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Okay, fine. But also thank you for Boris. Okay, guys. Thank you all for joining us today. I bet today's live stream is very important for our audience under this market. Be sure to keep an eye on CoinW and our esteemed guest. Follow the Twitter account as they will continue to share valuable insights on the world of crypto. And stay safe and take care about your spot. Good luck. And overall, I would like to thank everyone for joining this inspiring discussion today. And take care and see you next time. So, goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Jose, thank you very much.
See ya.
Cheers, guys.